in Munya market, let's say for example now we go to the market, two of us. I buy 2 baskets of tomato. Vanessa buys 2 baskets of tomato. I decide to retail my own tomato in small wrappers. And then I put my tomato inside a bucket. And I'm moving up and down to the market. 3 wrappers 500, 3 wrappers 500. And somebody else sits on one position saying 3 plates tomato 500. Who is going to sell more tomato? So where do you belong? This morning my topic says living and walking in fear. Living and walking in fear. A lot of us standing here, we are so young. And because we are young, we are powerful. Why? Because we have that energy to do things. But when you get to 60, 70, or some people 50, the energy reduces. Depending on how you are using your youthful age, that energy will reduce. So, now that we are young, we are powerful. We have the right to make decisions for our life. And some of the decisions we are making for our lives, they are either affecting our lives positively or they are affecting our lives negatively, depending on how you are doing those decisions or depending on how you are making the decisions. So most of us young people, we are living in fear. We live in doubt because we don't know where we are going to, and also because we don't know where we are coming from. I always say that Boya is a town of young people. That's what I can say. I've been in Kumba, but I think Kumba is full of youth, but not as Boya. Boya is so full of young people. And most of these young people are students. Some of them are the ones that, they came here for school, maybe due to lack of finance, they have dropped out. And as they drop out, what are they doing with their time? Now, young people who are living in fear, why are they living in fear? They live in fear because they don't know where they are going to. That's why they are living in fear. This only happens if you forget where you're coming from. Because I personally believe that if you know where you are coming from, you will definitely know where you have to be in the next 2-3 years' time. Let me tell you something. If you come from a background whereby your mother is struggling to give people food to eat, your father is struggling to pay your school fees, you will not want your children to have that same kind of future. And because you don't want that to happen for your children, you have to bend your knees. You have to walk. Because you don't want that situation to happen to your children. You always want to change the situation. So you are here today because you want to give meaning to your life. And in order for you to put that into place, you must be ready to walk. You must be ready to say enough is enough. I always say look at your 5 years time that has passed. In those 5 years that has passed, what can you show forth? And in the next 5 years from now, what will you show forth? We live in fear because we don't want to walk. That's why we live in fear. We live in fear because we are looking for easy means. And because of that reason, we are like, what's the outcome? What could be the outcome? What could be the outcome? We are in fear. So much fear every day. Most of us, we don't like to do things that, will benefit our life in a long term. We like short-term success. We like immediate success. Like, you work now, they pay you now, you eat the money now, and it is finished. That's a life you'll be afraid of tomorrow. Because tomorrow, in order for you to not live in fear, you must be ready to work. Because when you're working, be like a farmer. Let me say this example. Be like a farmer. A farmer that knows that now, every day I'm going to the farm to plant my cocoa. That farmer has no reason to be feared or to be afraid. Because the farmer knows that in 5 years' time, my cocoa farm will give me money. And I will use that money to solve all my problems of life. The farmer will not be afraid. But somebody who is not doing anything will always be afraid, like, hey, what if something happens tomorrow? Where will I take money from? What if something happens to me? Who will stand for me? What if this happens to me? That's the reason why we live in fear. So for you not to live in fear, you have to start investing in yourself. For you not to live in fear, you have to start doing the right thing with your life. So when you look 5 years from now behind, you regret the kind of friends you were having. Because it's like, these 5 years that has passed, wasted. If I was with the right people, my life would have been better by now. If I was doing the rightful things, my life would have been better now. but you still have the opportunity to meet another 5 years ahead of you. What are you doing now to change that future? A lot of people, most especially young people, are afraid to work. They are afraid to build themselves. They are afraid to invest in themselves. Success is accumulation of small effort. Today, you look at yourself. What am I supposed to do to build this area of my life? What am I supposed to do to develop this area of my life? What am I supposed to do to impact this area of my life? That is building yourself, investing and building in yourself at the same time. You are investing in yourself and you're building yourself. That's why a doctor will go to school for 7 years. And after 7 years, the doctor is expected to have a job. Because he knows that what? He has invested 7 years in learning. He has invested 7 years building himself with knowledge. But there are some of you that don't have those opportunities to go to school. You are now dropped out. In which areas of your life are you investing? In which areas of your life are you building? Because 5 years from now, you'll be a parent. Yes, you're still carrying your children in your waist. You're moving up and down. 5 years from now, you'll be a parent. Your children will need to go to school. Can you provide for them? That's why you're here today, to give meaning to your life. You are here today to discover what they call intrinsic talent. I say most people are afraid to build themselves, invest in themselves. Rather, they keep searching for easy means and easy access to money. We are afraid to work. That's why when you meet a person, they'll be telling you, is this what you're doing? I think that you should look for something else. What is that something else that the person wants you to do? What is that something else that the person wants you to do? You'll be living in your house with your sisters, and they are telling you that you should not work here, you should instead do like this. For the time you have been spending in the house with those your sisters, what have you been achieving? What have you achieved? You have been blessing the house with your mother has been petting you, until the day your mother will be no more. That's why you know your mother was spoiling you. There are some children that will grow up and they'll start fighting their parents because their parents did not show them the right path. Their parents spoil them. There are some other children that it's only when your mother or your father is no longer there. That's when you realize that your mother has spoiled you. You can imagine that you're living in a house with your mother, there's a house help. Is that house like washing your dresses? It's washing plates, it's cooking. You as a woman, I don't know how to cook. Even to fry egg is a problem. When you get to your husband's house, which man will want to get married to a wife and yet the wife cannot cook? You say you employ help. Then you're not working anything. Why do you have money to be paid that help? So, there is no easy means to success. Let me announce it here today. There is no easy means to success. In case you think there's an easy means to success, direct me there. I leave my house every day, past 6 or that past 7 with my husband. Every day we are hustling, we are struggling. Because there is no easy means to success. That's why we are hustling and we are struggling. And today you are here. You just think that there is easy means to success. If there's easy means to success, then why do other people suffer? Everybody would have joined it. Any easy means to success has consequences. The guy, there's no easy means to success. There is no easy means. There is no easy means. You see rich, as a matter of fact. My uncle is very rich. But my uncle money, he's not giving anybody. He's very greedy. Do you know your uncle's responsibility? When your uncle was working, what was your father? My uncle is very rich. My uncle is not giving you money. My uncle is greedy. Wait until you become an uncle before you can judge your uncle. My auntie is very rich. My auntie is in America. My auntie is not sending anybody money. That's why you don't witchcraft, go to Marabu. You can't look why your auntie is rich but she's not giving you the money. Because you don't know your auntie's responsibility. When your auntie was working, where were you? Where were some of your elder sisters that are in their house that are advising you? Where were they? No one to go and do that. No one to go and do that. If you know exactly where you are coming from, especially where you want to be tomorrow, you will not be afraid to invest in yourself. You will not be afraid to build yourself. When you know exactly where you're coming from, and you know exactly where you want to be to in the next 5 years' time, you will not be afraid to work. You will not be afraid to build. Because you know there's a life you want to achieve. There are goals you want to achieve. There's a life you want to live. There's a destiny that you want to change. As a matter of fact, I always say that if me and you God forbid, not be me. But if me and you, we were Joseph. When, according to the Bible, when Joseph was in Potiphar's house, what happened? Joseph had everything. Even Potiphar, the wife, came and offered himself to Joseph. That if you sleep with me, you have everything. Joseph knew his what? His barrier. He knows that my master has given me right over A, over B, over C. But my master has not given me right over his wife. So even if the wife offers himself to me free of charge, I will still not accept it. It is not part of me. And you know that if Joseph had slept with Potiphar's wife, he would have not been the story we are hearing today. Yes. But most of you have those kind of opportunities, and you go and fall trap. Yes, you have the opportunities. You are a caretaker in somebody's compound. You turn landlord. You turn landlord. Everything on your own. In fact, women that are coming to look for house, they stay. You even threaten to sleep with them before you give them house. You will give an account. You will give an account. Some of you young people, you are praying your parents should die, leave you property. You will give an account. When they die, you don't sleep right now. We don't sleep right. So, my encouragement this morning is this. Don't look at life to be too easy. All those my women that are here that I've put to bed, you know what it means that your mother give you one book of every day in the morning to go to school. We used to look at it to be very small. As a matter of fact, 20th May 2003 or 2004, I was in class 4. My grandmother was sleeping with her. I was supposed to go for 20th May in Bengui, from my village to Bengui. My grandmother woke up at 4:30, prepared turning cocoa, nantari, with bitter leaf oil. Very early in the morning, she put it inside a flask. Give my own, gave my sister's own. Gave us, I think, it was 10 francs. No, she didn't give us money. She didn't give us anything. So I had to pass in my uncle's house. My uncle gave the son 25 to give me on the field. Then I passed at my auntie's house down my 19. What are you saying now? I've put it in my back. Or is it wrapping? Did I even have back? I put it in wrapping. I've handled it. No, my socks is in my back. Got dust. Put it in my back. Put my socks. Everything is inside. I've handled it. I passed at my auntie's house. She dashed me 2 gâteaux. Then she dashed me 50. That's 75. I went to the fair. I bought chocolate. I bought bread. I bought coconut. When I was coming back, what are you saying? Because those are things I hardly see them. Yes. And you know that sometimes now when I look back and I was like, child, my grandmother, she was not doing good. It's not I know. Do you know that that time, that 75, I said I bought chocolate, container chocolate now. I don't know how much they were selling it, but I know that I bought chocolate. They have changed my bread. I bought bread, they have changed with chocolate, I bought coconut. I bought ice cream to the house. I don't know how much they were selling that time. What I would maybe was 25 or 20, I don't know. I bought it. When I was going back home, you can't talk to me anyhow. That was Tony Pocoso. That is the match. I go for background stand, shit off for that. I wipe. But now like this, can you give fried spaghetti and give your child to go for 11 over? You fry spaghetti, you give your child to take it on the field for 11 February. The child will say no one know. I want the money. Then you give the child 500, you are in trouble. You are giving him 500 francs. What will I do for you? The child will start calling with you as if the child is the one that has employed you to give the money. It means that what? Things are changing. Life is changing. The thing is that we will not blame our children. It's the economy. Granola oil now 5 liters is how much? 8,000. 7,500. 7,800. That's how they sell granola oil. Yeah. Then the normal 1 liter that you buy is 1,500 or 1,400. Everything is increasing. And you don't want to increase your standard of work. You want to increase your hours of sleep. Congratulations on a new level you have arrived. Instead for you to increase your hours of work, you increase your hours of sleep. You increase your hours of moving up and down. You